Oh boy, my hardcore adventure has been a wild ride so far. Paladin is an absolute beast on Total WoW, and the hardcore community is as sweet as a slice of pie. I zapped through the Dunrock, Lochmadan and Westfall and ended up almost on level 20, so that's where the real fun begins. Hardcore challenge, here I come. Today I teamed up with a group of Misfits that would make even the Fellowship of the Ring proud. There's Toxful the priest, who's so good that I'm pretty sure he could resurrect a dead plant. Tororo the rogue, who's a kind-hearted as he is sneaky. He gave me an amazing belt, to be honest. Kron, the second priest, who's so chilled that I'm pretty sure he's half giant. And Laius, another rogue, who was very nice as well. I guess rogues in hardcore aren't as malicious as they're made out to be. We started off in the northeastern part of Lochmadan, taking on some elite quests like the absolute hardcore badasses we are. We fought our way into the maw of Chok Sul, taking out his ogre mercenaries with ease. Okay, fine, maybe it wasn't with ease. We had a messy boss pull that left us all sweating like a priest in a vampire movie. It was because of my almighty paladin didn't know the righteous fury to keep the aggro, as I presumed it will be useless in hardcore. Nonetheless, we made it through, and that's all that matters. After finishing off the ogres and looting a chest which contained an amazing ring with stamina and agility, I decided to give it to Tororo as a thank you for the sweet belt he gave me earlier. I mean, it's only fair, right? But then, as luck would have it, I turned in the quests and got a pair of durable shoulders and a ring anyway, so I didn't feel so bad about giving away the first one. At level 20, I had to decide which path to take further with my paladin. I stuck with Holy because I figured it would help with my healing, and also because I heard that the power of Christ compels monsters to die faster. Next, we headed to Dun Algas, which was a prerequisite to get to the wetlands, and a quest to deal with some pesky orcs. Those orcs were tough, as they could dodge attacks from behind like they were Neo from the Matrix. But, as always, the power of the light prevailed and we made our way to the wetlands. Along the way we met a messenger who needed help with some skin delivery to Menethil Harbour, but before we could head there, we had to go to Dun Modr as Ashlan Stonesmith was awaiting our presence. After a meeting, I decided to go further up the north to traverse the Thandal Span and explore the northern parts of Eastern Kingdoms. It was a long, tiring journey, but my short legs were powered by the light and we made it to Arathi Highlands. There were horde members hiding around every corner, but the power of the light kept me safe. We finally made it to the Refuge Point, which was a small camp in Arathi Highlands that was so cozy I felt like I was in the Hallmark movie. I was finally able to safely fly through the snowy peaks of Dunmorroch in no time, into the cozy warmth of Ironforge. Home sweet home. I went to see my mentor, Brander Ironhammer, who taught me even more about the holy magic. Then we headed to Ironforge Airport to continue our journey to Menethil Harbour, and I even found myself on one of the airplanes. Unfortunately, my holy magic training didn't cover pilot lessons, so I had to keep my feet on the ground. But no worries, I used my cat-like agility, thank you light, to fly down a waterfall, and I landed in the farms of Dun Agrach and Hawk's Vigil, which is a new custom alliance hub in wetlands. So, there I was, a brave adventurer ready to take on anything the locals threw my way. They had a to-do list longer than a giraffe's neck, but I didn't flinch. And wouldn't you know it, one of the tasks involved collecting flowers for some high elf lady. I mean, I'm all for chivalry and whatnot, but come on, flowers? What am I, a gardener? But I put on my best smile and set out for my quest for these damn flowers. I must have looked like a real pansy traipsing through fields and meadows like some kind of delicate fairy princess. But hey, anything for the high lady, am I right? And with that, we were back on the road to Menethil Harbour, where hopefully there will be no more floral related quests. The Menethil blacksmith greeted me with open arms and I was able to acquire an executioner's sword, probably the best weapon I could get at this point. Massive upgrade, thank you very much. The wetland monsters still seemed kinda too powerful for me, so maybe I should come back to flower picking instead of monster hunting? Anyways, I teleported back to the Stormwind and headed to Refuge Mountains to test out my new sword on some Murloc and Gnoll skulls. In the end, I decided to skill up my herbalism and alchemy a bit, and that was my biggest mistake. I found myself backtracking to Westfall for some Mage Royales and Brainthorns, and I was caught off guard with a big group of Gnolls. Unfortunately, a bubble and lay in hands were not enough to stand my ground, and eventually I had to give in because of the fucking flowers. Now, I'm pushing up the daisies, but it's not the end, mind you. I'm not sure if I want to start another paladin, but my third hardcore character is in the making, so stay tuned and subscribe if you enjoyed the ride. We will see each other in Azeroth sooner than later. Regards for the Fellowship of the Ring from Lokmadan. I hope you guys are still alive.